So I have some practical steps for you guys. This is literally what I've been practicing for weeks and months now. So, how can we navigate through this physical reality game of growth and becoming more efficiently and have fun with it? So, the first point I made was to align your definitions with the five universal laws that you always exist. Everything's unconditional love and support. Everything is one thing. Everything is connected. What you put out is what you get back. Everything exists all at once. And to align the definitions that you don't prefer, and to actually look at them when they come up, even when they're uncomfortable, because the physical reality is just a reflection. Your experience is a reflection of those. And to know physical reality is a created experience on two levels, with your state of being and your definitions. Like I said, that is only a reflected mirror. All circumstances are valid, neutral, have no built-in meaning, and don't really matter in that sense. And you cannot like what you see, but that's okay. You can just say it's not what I prefer. And the freedom comes from knowing you can always choose something else. You can always choose to look at it from a different perspective or another way. Three months ago or so, I stopped watching politics because I noticed it had an effect, and I was only American politics, so it's a bit more dramatic at the moment. And there are a lot of people with belief systems that feel very powerless, and that they have no control, and so they get very emotional and angry. And I would watch this, and I just noticed it was just feeding my own beliefs of that weren't as severe as some other people's, but they were there nonetheless. This was brought to my attention. When I looked at them and transformed them, redefined them, now when I go to look at the news, it's kind of neutral to me. I don't feel like a pull anymore like I used to, and it's just like it's wasting my time now. So I have things to do, I have things I'm excited about. And if there's something relevant for me to do in that cause, I will know it. But from where I am in Munich, there's nothing really I can do but to lead my best life and to be an example that you always have this freedom to choose. So step one, and there are basically only like 2 steps, is to become familiar with your natural energy. And you can use imagination, permission slips, and I'm not sure how this is for everyone else. I mean, I've been meditating for years, sort of on and off, but even despite that, this year, as I've transformed some beliefs and fears that kept me from acting, like in public or speaking, just anywhere, I can very well sense my natural energy coming through me, like I do right now. It's not sure if it's because I also used to do Reiki, if you guys know what Reiki energy healing is, but I can feel these sensations coming through, and my chest as well. And I know when there's no resistance in this natural state, it's flowing. But for everyone, it's different. But when you're happy, that's when I know that I'm in my natural state. So it's for everyone to sort of figure out, and maybe we can try just an exercise to see if we can do that. So I want everyone to close your eyes. Close your eyes, and don't look at your handbags. Did you hear me rustling through them? That's good. All right, good. Laughing. That was my point. So close your eyes and uncross your arms if you're crossing them. You don't want to block anything. And think of, just feel yourself from the inside out a bit. And breathe. Take a deep breath. Breathe it in. Let it out. And think of something that's funny that you've seen or heard, or something that makes you smile, something that makes you feel good, and or it could be a memory as well. And as this sensation comes up, just notice what it feels like. Does everyone have something in mind? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, I want you to, for a few seconds, stop thinking about it. Okay? And now think about it again for another moment. And now consciously think about it and then don't think about it, and go back and forth a little bit to get familiar with those different states, because those are different energy states that you're feeling, that you're allowing through, and you're using your memory or your mind as a permission slip in order to choose it, which is fine. Use whatever works for you. So now I want you to think about what makes you happy again. It's okay to smile. Maybe smile a bit. Yeah, okay. And I want you to think, all right, while you're in this state and noticing it, I want you to think of what you're going to do after this. What you could do after this. What are your options? What feels good to you? What's popping up in your mind that you could do that's maybe exciting or peaceful or interesting or driving you a bit? And there might be a couple of things coming up, but something might be on the forefront of your mind. It could be something you've been putting off as well that you would just like to do. There might be Christmas markets around here. It could be going for glue wine with me afterwards. Yeah. And notice, does everyone have something in mind? Everyone pick, out of those options that come to you, just pick something. You don't have to stick with it, but pick it. Choose it in your mind. Okay. You can open your eyes now. Come back to me. Yeah. Okay. Now, was that choice that you made in your mind, that you were perceiving while you were choosing the state you prefer, was that choice something you were perceiving before you did the exercise? Does anyone want to share? My point was, I could sometimes be in doing what I'm doing or in a neutral state, and I will perceive options in front of me that I want to do, but if I stop and I feel my energy and I allow myself to get into this state, other ideas pop into my head because I'm registering at a different state. Did that happen to anybody? No, it's okay. Couple yeses. You yes. Anyone else? Maybe you didn't think what you were going to do afterwards. Maybe you assumed just go home, go to bed at 8:30. So this is something you can do, something you can take the time to do, because that state that you're choosing, you will perceive things in alignment with that state, and that's basically your path of least resistance, your path of the most exciting growth. You may not know why. It could be very simple. It could be call a friend, or go to sleep, or write something, do something, talk to somebody.